Welcome back to Tea Talk Tuesday. Now, I know I took a couple weeks off. We had the holidays. We were at the lake. We've been busy. So anyways, I'm glad to be back. And I'm excited to talk to you guys today about something that I thought we had already covered that I don't think we have, and that is oolong tea. So we're going to be talking about oolong tea and the benefits of drinking oolong tea. Now, oolong tea is often that forgotten child, right, so to speak, because it's not often heard about when you're shopping for teas or even if you're talking to people about teas. Typically what we hear about are the black teas, the green teas, the white teas, and even the herbal teas. But it's just very rare, unless you're talking to an avid tea drinker, that you hear about oolong tea, right? So what the heck is oolong tea? Oolong tea is actually in the same family as black and green teas and comes from that same plant, that Camellia sinensis plant. And the primary difference is the way that the tea leaves are oxidized to make green tea, black tea, and oolong tea. So green tea, when you're making green tea, the tea leaves are oxidized very little to almost not oxidized at all. And then black tea goes through a fully oxidative process. So they go through the whole oxidation process from beginning to end. And then oolong teas fall somewhere in the middle. So they're partially oxidized. So that just gives you an idea of how the teas are made. You have green, you have black, and then you have oolong kind of floating here in the middle, right? Now, why would anyone want to include oolong tea into their routine, right? Are there health benefits? And again, I always say this, while these health benefits are out there, more research is always needed to really solidify these studies that have been done, because a lot of these studies are preliminary. And more research is really needed, and more long-term research. However, the studies that have been done do show promising properties and benefits that oolong tea can have. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First and foremost is it can help improve our gut health. We talk a lot about gut health, and we have talked about probiotics in the past. And taking a probiotic supplement is becoming a very popular thing as we learn more and more about our gut health and our gut microbiomes, right? And creating that balance of good versus bad bacteria in our gut. Now, oolong tea can have similar effects of boosting the health of our gut microbiomes and improving our digestion, just like taking probiotics can, right? So oolong tea can help aid our digestive tract. It inhibits the growth of any bad bacteria in our guts, which is what we want, right? It also has an alkalizing effect, which helps to decrease that pesky acid reflux and ulcers that people can experience when their guts are super imbalanced and they have inflammation taking place in their gut, right? So oolong tea can help with that. Lastly, oolong tea has polyphenols in it. And we know from other research studies that we've talked about that polyphenols can really help improve the diversity of our gut flora. And gut flora are those good bugs and those bad bugs, right? And we want to have a really, really diverse population of those in our gut microbiomes. And that's why probiotics, if you ever start shopping for a probiotic, you'll notice that it'll say 5 million strands or 50 billion strands. They're all different, right? Because you want a big diversity of gut flora. And that is a key aspect of your overall gut health. So again, oolong tea has those polyphenols that can help diversify those flora in your gut. Now, oolong tea also contains theanine, and theanine is an amino acid that actually helps you relax without making you feel drowsy or tired. It also can help regulate certain aspects of the human brain function without causing drowsiness. So it can help with focus and things like that. So if you're somebody or people that suffer from anxiety, or they have bouts of anxious moments during the day and they need to settle down, oolong tea can help with that without making you feel drowsy like some of the other over-the-counter options might do. So it has that theanine, again, that can help you relax. oolong tea, you guys, also contains many vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It's just a powerhouse. And these antioxidants are those polyphenols that we just mentioned. But they not only help with digestion, they can help with things like weight management, diabetes, neurodegenerative diseases, even heart disease, as well as having some anti-cancer properties. So drinking this by no means indicates that it's going to cure any of those things, but research has shown that it can help with some of those things. Now, the antioxidants found in oolong teas can also help reduce blood sugar levels, and that's why I mentioned that it can help with diabetes. What it does is it reduces your blood sugar and your insulin levels, and then increases your sensitivity to insulin. So if you're familiar at all with intermittent fasting, couple oolong tea with your intermittent fasting, and you've got a powerhouse duo, in my opinion, right? But I'm not going to dive into that because there's so much to be talked about when we talk about intermittent fasting. Now, oolong tea can also help with weight management. Now, I'm going to be transparent. Some of the studies that have been done when it comes to weight management have been done on mice. And a few of those studies have been published in the Journal of Nutrition, but we're not mice, we're humans, right? It's a little different. So the final verdict is still to be studied on this one, but there have been other studies done on humans as well. So the evidence is increasingly showing that oolong tea consumption can help you lose body fat. And it does that because the polyphenols in the tea help boost your metabolism by blocking the enzymes that create and store fat. Awesome, right? So other research studies have shown that consuming oolong tea can help prevent cardiovascular disease. It can improve your skin health. It can improve your bones and your teeth, decrease your inflammation. It can help prevent certain cancers, things like oral, ovarian, lung, skin, and even pancreatic cancers. So there's lots and lots of studies and research that have been done about oolong tea and its overall impact on our health. And that's just some of the benefits, right? But there is no reason not to include it, right? If we can get some of the benefit out of it, absolutely should include it in your routine. Now, just as a side note, some of the nutrients that you're going to find in oolong teas are things like fluoride and magnesium, potassium, sodium, manganese, niacin, caffeine. You're going to find carotene, calcium, copper, selenium, and then you'll sometimes find vitamins A, B, C, E, and K. So that's just to give you a quick nutrient profile on an oolong tea. So with that being said, oolong tea, I just tried the Sweet Summer Cider Oolong Tea. It came out with the spring and summer line of teas from Sipology, and I just love it. I was a big caramel apple crisp green tea drinker, and which I still love and I still drink. In fact, I ordered a bag along with this one, but I do love cider. And this Sweet Summer Cider Oolong Tea is so good. The ingredients are the oolong tea, apple pieces, cinnamon chips, and then of course natural flavors. So if you like the caramel apple crisp or you like apple and cinnamon, I encourage you to really give this one a try in the oolong tea line. They also have raspberry oolong tea, berry blueberry, and mango zinger oolong tea. And that's it. So there's really only 4 right now in the oolong tea line. Caffeine levels are sort of middle of the road. They're medium caffeine levels as compared to your white tea, which is low, and your black teas, which are high, comparable to your caffeine levels in green tea. So that's it. That's oolong tea. I wanted to spend some time with you guys on that one today because, again, it's one that people don't always think of when they think of teas because we're so inundated with green teas and black teas and all the other teas that are out there. So give it a try. Oolong tea, Sweet Summer Cider is my recommendation. Thanks for joining me for Tea Talk Tuesday.